Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, listen, chat. Crushing was not that bad. So, like, how much worse can brutal possibly be? Oh no! Can't do anything there. Literally can't do anything. Hey guys, Unscotted Bald's Fortune here, back with a completely fair and balanced challenge in the form of Uncharted 1's Brutal Mode. This mode is exclusive to the Nathan Drake collection of games, which is a setting higher than Crushing, if you can even believe that. In this difficulty, Nathan Uncharted will die in basically one shot most of the time. Enemies are also Radiant and Valorant, and when you collect ammo for the guns you currently have, you're likely going to pick up somewhere around 3 bullets, which is essentially a middle finger in game design. Bro, why am I playing The Last of Us in Uncharted? Oh, and also, sometimes the game's set pieces don't function like they're intended. So with the basic premise of Brutal Mode laid out for you, we begin just off the coast of Panama, with our protagonist, Drake, helping Elena with her documentary to find the lost coffin of Sir Francis Drake. But they get intercepted by the Pirates of the Caribbean, thus beginning the first encounter. Oh, you die in one shot. Oh, we're off to a great start. Oh, no. This encounter really isn't that bad, honestly. The boats telegraph where the enemies are going to be coming from, so all I gotta do is take cover and just pick them off one by one, and you're good. And hey, we're already in Chapter 2. A thing to note, this chapter contains one of the very few times where you aren't shooting someone or being shot at, so enjoy it while it lasts. In this chapter, Drake takes Marky Mark to the Amazon rainforest in search of El Dorado, the lost city of gold. While there, they find a decrepit German U-boat, and I definitely didn't die trying to climb up to it. Oh. Once in the U-boat, Drake makes an oopsie and has to run away from pirates, and if you aren't immediately ready for what's coming, well, this happens. Oh. Oh no. Oh, gotta press triangle. And this is where the BS begins, as this is the first true shootout of the game, and with how unreal their aim is, I realized I wasn't fighting pirates. I was fighting goddamn X-Men. Street Fighter now. Oh yeah! Stop! Despite my complaints, there's plenty of cover and space between you and who you're shooting at, and for as long as you take your time, you should be fine. Now in Chapter 4, this is where the game becomes Duck Hunt Drake's Fortune, as it's just a constant shooting gallery, gunfight after gunfight, as well as the occasional skill issue.
Romeo, take me somewhere where we can be alone and I can kill you with my poison lips.
It's a Taylor Swift song, only the real ones know. Sorry, I only listen to good music. God damn it. F you, Jose, you distracted me. Jose, you are the worst. Oh my god. And this level only gets worse the further in you go, as the next area is wide open and introduces shotgun enemies who will most certainly one-shot you at any opportunity they get. And on top of that, when you die, here's where you respawn. Please give me a checkpoint. This is the worst spot you could have put me in. This is the worst fucking spot you could have put me in. Oh no. This is the worst spot. For a while, it felt like I was on the beaches of Normandy, as there was really no safe place for me to go without something going wrong. What the f? No! No! Why? That is until I took into consideration where I've been spawning at, and I ended up beating it on the first try with a new strategy. We're done. Okay. So all I had to do was just sit right here. But not even a minute later is another encounter that is equally as difficult, but for the opposite reason. This time, you are very limited on what cover to use as pirates flood into this confined area and rush you as soon as possible, leaving very little wiggle room for deliberation. He's in the fucking reticle. Also, a thing that I needed to get used to was the fact that when you roll, Drake will break out into interpretive dance in the middle of a gunfight. No, stop. Why? He has a... Okay. Having learnt my lesson about rolling in the middle of cover-ridden combat, I decided to stay in one place and wait for each idiot to come to me one by one. And while it was working quite well, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't scary.
That was easy.
Okay. Holy shit, my heart dropped. The rest of the encounters in this chapter kind of serve as a break and don't prove to be as difficult as the ones that came before. Okay, well, except for this plane area. This plane area kind of sucks. Guinea! And f me, right? This is f me. Oh, it's so fun. I think we did it. Wait, no, we didn't. They come behind me. Dude, is Neo from the Matrix? Okay, that should be all the hardest parts of the chapter. What the fuck? They shot me through cover. Man, this game just doesn't know when to take its foot off the gas, huh? But just like the fights before this, all you gotta do is take your time and pick your shots when you can. There's also a little bit of luck involved, but eventually we pull through. Another thing that I learned to prevent any issues with ammo going forward is to pick up a different weapon when you're getting low. For example, if my AK-47 is low, I'll pick up a shotgun, which will have full ammo, and either stick with that, or pick up a brand new AK-47, which will have a full clip. Basically, the too long don't give a shit version of all that is just switch weapons whenever you're low on ammo. With Chapter 4 now finally complete, we can now enter Chapter 5, or what I like to call it, the worst fucking chapter in the game. If you thought you barely had any room to breathe in the game before this, well, sorry. We're in space now. There's no air to breathe. The first 2 to 3 fights of this chapter are kind of an appetizer of sorts to prepare you for the entree that is the dreaded Blue Room. In Princess Beach. Okay, welcome to the Blue Room. Welcome to the fucking Blue Room. In this signature dish, you'll find bullshit drenched in Panamanian cellar water seasoned with extra salt. Yeah, this room can eat my whole asshole. Along with your choice of sides between Restart Pussy or Our House Special, where the fuck did all my ammo go? All for a low cost of 99% of your sanity, because here at Red Maldster, a happy Twitch chat means an unhealthy streamer. So yeah, this room kinda sucks. And while you can cheese it by completely skipping it in some way, I kind of wanted to get the full brutal experience, and I have to say I got more than what I bargained for. I actually can't do shit about most of these deaths. I just kind of have to hold that. And once I did finally beat it, there was no pop-off, no nothing. Just emptiness. So I took the night off after that and came back to the game the next day in good spirits, and I have to say, that did help. For the most part. Oh, fuck. But seriously, I felt refreshed, and sure, I died a few times, but I was kind of breezing through some of these fights. Until we got to chapter 7.
Oh, yes. My favorite part. My favorite part. Gee, thanks. It's great. It's great. Yeah, yes. More, please.
Brutal mode was definitely not balanced for this chapter because you basically get spawn trapped for several attempts on repeat until you finally get something going and likely screw it up somehow. And then it's back to being at the mercy of the game until you can have your turn again.
Oh no.
Fortunately, this chapter is very brief, and with a bit of luck, I only died 17 times, and that could have been so much worse.
Wow, alright. That didn't go as bad as I thought it would.
But moving into chapter 8, I learned a neat little trick that allows me to shoot safely from cover without ever exiting it like you normally would. Now that information isn't so applicable for this chapter, as you're mostly on a jet ski here, which most people would agree is a very hard part of the game, but that really wasn't apparent in my experience. And the same thing goes for chapter 9, honestly. All I did was play like a bitch.
How bad is this gonna be? Can't be that bad, right? It wasn't too bad on the other one. I'm just leaning with the game. I'm just trying to check every corner and being like, what's over here? Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Get me out of here!
There comes a point towards the end of chapter 9 where you do have to get off the jet ski and fight. And it's very annoying.
And it begins.
Love of God. Hey! Lights out, Drake.
You input reading fuck.
In between me and the pirates is this little hallway of water that you can't shoot from. So if you want to advance into the next area, you have to slowly swim with no offensive option and just pray you don't get shot at. So my strategy is to swim halfway to bait out the next wave of enemies and hope my ass doesn't become Swiss cheese, and then pick them off one by one from the safety of cover.
Okay.
After a few practice attempts, I finished it on the first try. Please disregard the death counter. Now the next area can be worse if you let it, but I employed the fighting style of the distance demon, and slowly moved my way up while preventing anyone from getting close to me, and from that point on until chapter 10, I did not die a single time. And while on the topic of chapter 10, it's really short, like it's only a couple of encounters that aren't really that difficult. So much so that I only died twice in total. Adding on to that, chapter 11 has an encounter that I was very nervous about on Brutal, because enemies will constantly surround you in this wide open room, and if you die, you basically have to do it all over again. But somehow, I managed to do it without dying.
Did we do this first try? Did we do this first try? Bro, I'm cracked. Oh man, I can shout out a new human. Okay, who was that guy the other week? It's not this guy anymore.
And that goes for the rest of the chapter as well.
Alright, another chapter. We're blowing through this game now. Game's kinda easy.
And even chapter 12, okay, well, there was a little bit of a hiccup here.
Oh please, game. What? Fucking A.
With 3 chapters in a row being easy as hell, I was put into a false sense of security when proceeding into chapter 13, as we're introduced to enemies that eat bullets for breakfast.
Keep your head down. These guys have laser sights.
It also doesn't help that your AI companions are about as useless as tits on a boar.
All right, thanks, Elena. You're really helpful. You know, just stand there, right? You know, it's okay. Take your time. Take your time. Are you gonna switch cover? Okay. You wanna try shooting at them? Just once? Switch cover again? I guess, you know, that spot wasn't very good, I agree. You wanna try shooting at them though? You wanna aim? You wanna come out of cover and shoot? Oh, there you go.
Minor tangent aside, the real threat of this chapter is this big-ass room, since you get ambushed. So the strat here is to rush upstairs so you can carefully pick off everyone from the high ground. But trying to get to said spot is, a bit rough.
Oh no.
But for when you do manage to get to the top floor, a word of advice. Don't stick your fat head out of cover.
No way! Bro, I got one shot. Oh my fucking god. What?
Yeah, that sucks, but eventually I persevered.
Die. Fucking die.
Eventually.
Sorry. A little preoccupied right now, trying not to fucking die. Lane, are you out in the open? Okay, we're good. Alright. If she's out in the open, then we're safe.
And man, is this chapter relentless, because seconds later, there's another wide open area filled with enemies flanking you, and snipers threatening to shoot you at any moment you stick your head out, and one mistake leads to having to do it all over again.
No! Why did I do that? Oh my god. I'm mad with myself. I'm genuinely mad with myself.
But once I found a corner to camp out in, I was able to take out every enemy in the area and cleaned up the snipers as well. There's another encounter that takes place in the library just after this, and it's really no biggie as I did it on the first try. And here's where you finally get a break from combat. Remember when I said there are a few breaks from combat in this game? Yeah, the last break was 11 chapters ago. Let that sink in. But fret not, Twitch chat, the break doesn't last long at all because not even a few minutes after the library puzzle, we're right back in it with mercenaries in a massive church. This encounter isn't really that bad though. I mean, you're only fighting John Wick and Jason Bourne at the same time.
One shot. That's great. I love that. I suck. I still suck. What the f? And I gotta start. Nope. No. Stop. Nathan, stop.
Shoot to kill. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna make sure you're dead, motherfucker. I'm gonna make sure you're dead. I'm making sure. Okay.
Oh, and it doesn't stop there, because once you get to the second floor of the church, you can find a healthy blend of user error with a pinch of fair and balanced game design.
Lights out, Drake.
That's very fair. Oh. Okay. All right. Game. Relax. Let me at least get to some safe space. Safe space, please. Stop putting me right in front. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Safe word. He was not even aiming at me. Game. Could you fucking not just relax, please?
I must have had a really great dinner that night and was suffering from the itis, because I could not parkour for if my life depended on it.
That's not my fault. That's the game. That is the game. You cannot blame me for that. I was holding right. I did everything correct there and the game was like, nope. You did press jump, but did you really mean it when you pressed jump? I put my whole entire... okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Drake, what did we say? All right, there we go. What do you want me to do, game? I'm doing everything you want me to do. I'm doing everything you want me to do. Climb over. Jump. Climb over. Jump. Climb up.
Once I stop getting screwed over by intentional game design, I have a quick fight in the graveyard and then reunite with Elena to have another nice break from combat to do some more puzzle solving.
You did not get that game. The game did not give me enough time to react to that.
Okay, maybe it wasn't nice, but regardless, the game thinks you're bored as shit, so it does what it thinks is best. That's right. Another encounter.
Okay, here we go. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? There's no place safe.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm fucked.
This fight kind of sets you up for disaster as someone is immediately rushing you while a couple other people are shooting you from higher ground. So you have to pick your poison on who is the most important and just hope things work out. And if you're lucky, you'll make it out with minimal deaths. Unlike me.
Why are you allowed to do that? Why are you allowed to do that? I did it again! When will I learn?
Not even a few moments after those encounters, we're faced with rabid League of Legends players who have a dangerous craving for physical intimacy. These guys honestly aren't that bad. I'm actually surprised by how easy it is to deal with them. All you gotta do is constantly run around the room in blind fire, and you should be fine. With there being too many to take out, Drake and Elena make a break for it into the secret abandoned Nazi facility, and after some deliberation, Elena and Drake decide it's best to split up. So Elena does something, or nothing, I don't know, and Drake wanders into a horror game.
Oh, shit.
This chapter and half of chapter 19 are spent entirely in this dark, spoopy facility and are honestly pretty easy since these guys don't one-shot you, and I didn't die a single time.
Oh. Okay, it's two shots, a two-shot. So you can't really rush this section, got it.
Okay, maybe one time. The other half of chapter 19 is a different story, as you not only have to fight League players, but you also have to fight mercenaries at the same time.
Odd mutated creature has reported you for aimbotting. I'm gonna counter report and say X-Men aren't allowed in video game. Oh, fuck.
While, yes, they do fight each other, most of the time it feels like instead they are scripted for them to ignore each other and instead fight me, making things harder than they need to be. But I think the worst of my problems had nothing to do with either of them.
Ready for more?
Oh shit. No.
Take him down.
What do I do here? What's the plan of action? There's grenades right there. If I could just get to that cover, I think I'll be okay.
There we go.
There's a shotgun guy and something else. Okay, okay. Ooh, no, I tried to roll. I knew that was coming. Oh, fuck this section. There it is. Nope. Not today, Satan. Please. Please. There we go.
And that's it. Now with chapter 19 behind me, it was time to enter into the second hardest chapter of the game up to this point. Race to the Rescue. This chapter is downright toxic as fuck. Remember the wide open area from chapter 13 and the really big church from chapter 14? Well, they're back with a vengeance.
That was not smart. That was really dumb of me to do that. Where is safe? Where is safe? Sully, I need you to do something for me. Take out the guy that's rushing me.
Starting with the arena, as soon as you kill the first two guys that have Sully pinned down, two snipers will spawn at opposite sides of the place, and a group of soldiers will also come pouring out of the church. Now when you take these guys out, you think that'd be it, but nope. A second wave comes to play, with the sniper now having visual of the entire arena.
Oh, they're not done. Oh, they're not done. What? Where does this put me? Where's this put me? Get in the fucking cover! What the fuck are you doing? Get in cover! Where am I going? Where do...
The only safe way of dealing with these guys is to immediately retreat to the staircase and slowly take out each person. However, I was having a hard time trying to get the very last guy alive.
Got him.
We gotta stop them, Sully. They don't know what I don't.
With that encounter now finished, it was time to pick up the weapons I needed to take on the dreaded church section.
I don't know if the sniper's a good idea, but... Because I have to aim out of cover to hit people with the sniper, whereas with, like, the M4, I don't. The M4, I burn through ammo. Sniper's a one-shot kill. Content.
This area is not only tough for how slow you have to play it on Brutal, but also for the lack of checkpoints as well.
Nope. Stop. Stop. Stop doing that. Oh my god. He just magnetizes to every single piece of cover.
With how long it takes to get through this encounter, each death feels multiplied by 10, making it a very frustrating experience.
God damn it. Alright, chat, explain that one to me. How did that work? He shot me through the wall. There's no other explanation. What the f- Dude, you are on top of a grenade. Oh my god.
Once I finally managed to get something going and saw Sully running, I wasn't sure if I was done with the encounter as the battle music was still playing.
Why is the music still playing? I don't feel like I actually beat this yet.
And then I realized why Sully was running.
Where? Where? Oh fuck, they come behind us, I forgot.
Come on, Sully. There should be.
Oh, shit. I need to get up. Too much blood just rushed to my head. Grabbing the sniper there was a very, very good call. In the arena just before the church, that was a very, very good call. Now all that's left at this point is a quick run up some stairs and then probably one of the most brutal encounters in the game. The entirety of Chapter 22. This chapter is all about being really good at Gears of War, except, you know, without the massive bulbous man burgers and armor. Here, you have to pick your shots carefully while also worrying about the cover you're sitting behind because eventually, all the boxes will break if you're going too slow. Okay. In order to progress to each area of the ship, you have to take down all mercenaries while Navarro is over here blind firing his ass off. The first two areas aren't too bad for as long as you're smart with your ammo and are quick enough to take down everyone before you lose all of your cover. Once you do that, you will earn a checkpoint. But it's not just any checkpoint. No. It's the checkpoint. Can't do anything there. Literally can't do anything. So yeah, you're kinda at the mercy of the game right after this QTE. It's all down to luck on whether or not you live to actually participate in the last part of the fight. So while I was getting absolutely bent over, I decided to experiment a little bit and look for some ammo in the previous areas. And that's when I came across the shotgun. Can I get a shotgun here? And once the game finally let me play and use the shotgun, it was time to do some work. Okay. Now I just can't fuck this up. Okay, it's fine. Run towards him, run towards him, run towards him. Yeah, we f***ing did it, guys! Woohoo! We did it! Oh man, we did it! It's over. It's over. Back what you miss? Literally the whole stream. You missed the whole thing. We just completed it. We'll have to replay it all over again. No. No. Taking into account all the deaths that I forgot to add by accident, I counted 341 deaths in total, leading me to rate this challenge a 7 out of 10. For how BS some spawns are throughout the game, but also for how manageable some chapters seem to be, namely chapters 10 through 12, as well as a few other miscellaneous chapters scattered throughout the game. If you enjoy content like this and would like to see more, consider subscribing. It's quick and painless and it helps me out knowing that you guys would like to see more. If you want to watch me do these challenges live, go follow me over at Twitch. It's the same name over there. If you made it to the end of the video, then I think you're the greatest person to have ever lived, and don't let anyone take that away from you. And remember, as always, thanks for watching.